C'est quoi ces conneries là? Faut que j'attende là? Mais grouillez-vous! Attends mais j'ai pas le temps là! Vous êtes en retard là, on va dire que je suis arrivé en retard. Hop, 15h pile poil. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
Greenvale Community Center. Now that's an impressive building. The clock tower is impressive too.
Un cookie. J'aime bien ces cris boiseuses, c'est une bière. Lol.
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some tree in the wind this time either. That was a tough role. I was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business. Agent Morgan from the Federal Bureau of Investigations wishes to speak with you.
Good afternoon. I'm Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible crime. I've come to this town to solve the murder of this young, beautiful girl, and to bring the one responsible to justice. Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents. Firstly, please, stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places. Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please, guide your children away from such places at all costs. Secondly, avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story of the raincoat killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story. Women should also be especially careful. I would hate to see more victims.
Carol McLean, propriétaire de bar et chanteuse. Attention.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Thomas's sister.
Excuse me. So, as I have said, avoid going outside when it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. But you must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Cette femme déclenche la guitare, j'avoue. Peut-être tu vas voir le flic qui fait... Ça te dérange pas si, hein, avec ta sœur, hein? T'inquiète, je vais bien m'en occuper. Ça, c'est le monsieur le plus bizarre de la ville. Genre, la ville lui appartient, quoi. Le mec est trop chelou. Par contre, 2 FPS, oui. Il veut s'adresser aux gens, quoi, là, qu'est-ce qu'il nous fait?
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt.
What? Comment ça, payer nos dettes? What? Ah, on peut tuer des gens pour payer nos impôts? C'est trop bien.
When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Ça va, il fait pas paniquer les gens. Mais fermez-lui sa gueule, il fait paniquer tout le monde.
Sure knows how to steal thunder. Well then, Zach, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
Ah, c'est parti. Interrogation. Interrogation surprise. Eh Thomas, elle est pas mal ta sœur.
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again. How could one do such a terrible thing? I'm still in shock.
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Tattoo? I do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
Yes, please. This is vital for our investigation.
Okay. If it's gonna help you any.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that,
Did it tell you anything?
Ok.
it told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
Il a un G. C'était pour Gérard. Il a un G pour Gérard.
You ought to see that tattoo,
dos.
Zach. A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center. I don't know when he got that done, but we've all been through the 80s.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ces conneries? Gérard, mon amour de toujours. Il est nerveux, même s'il dégage une certaine force intérieure. Il est sérieux et excellent cuisinier. Ah, tu le sais ça. Maintenant que ça fasse de lui un bon flic, c'est une autre histoire.
Quite a performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, the purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why the town is soiled. Remove the source from which it boiled. Then and only then your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
So, Harry, you know something, but there's some reason
Général
why you can't tell
Fantomètre,
me.
peut-être.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Secret.
Cut the poetic rubbish, Harry, and tell us what you know. We could force you to talk, you know.
On peut vous torturer. Nous avons les moyens de vous faire parler.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention
parle
to
jamais
the
au shérif.
signs, the omens, and the premonitions.
Il parle jamais au
Small they may
shérif.
be, they still are finds, and
Il fait
helpful
des
to your
quenelles au shérif.
investigations. So says Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning, Harry. But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
Ok, Monsieur Bizarre, il est parti. Oh, café noir, est-ce que j'ai le droit? Non, j'ai le droit. Petit café. Je vais boire un petit café. Ta-la-la-la-la-la. Touloulouloulou. Putain, les gens, ils restent tranquilles, hein, ils sont pas stressés par rapport à ce qu'a dit l'autre.
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
Oh, on ira manger. Ouh. Mais c'est que la madame est très... Ah, attendez, il y a un truc, non? Vous savez. Quel lien avec l'affaire, j'imagine. D'accord, donc pour l'instant, de toute façon, ça sert à rien tant que... Il y a un vieux fermier. Attention. Il n'y a pas d'autres gens à interroger? Alors surtout, ne bougez pas. Bah, attendez, mais c'est quoi ces conneries? J'ai interrogé que des qu'un flic et il y a l'autre qui nous a parlé. Ah, attendez, ils sont dans la salle d'après. Ils nous attendent. Yo, Quint, comment ça va? J'ai mis la pression la dernière fois au bar.
Quint, you're here too. I didn't think you were the town meeting kind of guy.
A friend of mine was killed, you know, man? I'm not letting this one go quietly. I'll do anything to help you catch the scumbag who did this.
Thank you. But vigilance is not justice. Nothing good will come from desiring simple revenge.
Oh, come on, I'm not that stupid. But I'm frustrated a bit just thinking that there's nothing I can do about it.
We each have a role, purpose in life, raison d'être. Don't forget that.
I know.
La raison
Just
d'être.
don't preach to me, you're sounding like my old man.
Tu lui demandes
Zach,
pas de voir
wow.
s'il y a un tatouage, lui?
I'm in shock like a weasel in an electric chair. You just made me realize that I must be getting old.
Ok. On va parler au papa.
So, finding your way around okay?
Yes, pretty much. But some people are hard to get along with.
People problems, huh? I thought city folks were used to things like that. There's lots more people in the city than there are here.
Well, that's true. But I started simplifying things a bit. Here's my new way of thinking. It's simple, really. There's only 3 types of people. Criminals, victims, and investigators. Everyone else are just vegetables. Vegetables called other people.
You really are strange.
Non, je suis pas bizarre. Oh, j'aime bien les vegetables, c'est tout. Calmez-vous. Oula, lui, il a l'air... Ouais, il est suspect.
Good evening, Agent.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que ce mec-là? Brian l'insomniaque, agent du cimetière.
Good
Ah
evening,
ouais.
Mr.
Brian, the
Trop
gravekeeper.
Pas du tout
Brian.
stéréotypé.
Mr. Brian.
Le mec qui
I
s'occupe
like
du
the retro
cimetière.
look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
L'inspecteur d'Eric,
Anna.
ils ont traduit.
She was so beautiful. Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
I totally agree. That's why I'm here, looking for the one who did it. Were you close to her?
Anna, her smile, so warm. Anna, blonde hair, so bright.
Il est suspect, lui.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach. I'm not excited about the idea, but maybe we should at least check it out.
Mec, il est bizarre, hein. Il aurait pas touché au cadavre d'Anna après, là? Avant d'enterrer. Yo, Kilo, comment ça va? Ça roule? On est en plein Deadly Premonition. On a réuni tous les suspects, là, tous les gens dans le centre communautaire. Oh, c'est la sœur de l'inspecteur, attendez. Calmez-vous. Salut, Carole, ça va? Un petit coup de drague. Ah, le point fumeur.
Anna was an airhead.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her I wouldn't be surprised if the angel smiled with her too.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest, a goddess.
Il se casse. Ok. Ok. Bah écoute, ça roule tranquillou. On est bien posé. Petite séance de Deadly Premonition. Attends, on va prendre une cigarette. On va prendre une petite cigarette, on a besoin. Je te sens stressé. Ah, ça permet d'oublier le temps qui passe. Parce que ça permet de... Bah attendez, on va pas prendre pour... Parce que ça permet de faire passer le temps. La cigarette. Ah, peut-être. Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres suspects ou d'autres témoins à interroger? Bonjour monsieur. Bah il est armé lui.
So you're the FBI agent, are you?
Le général prioritaire de la casse. Ah, j'ai regardé votre
I'm
casse.
FBI Special Agent Francis York.
Il manque des lettres dans votre casse,
I'm
monsieur.
the general. I fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
A real-life war hero. So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man returns from war, there's no place to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right. Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
Uh-huh.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit. One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
Il a été rétrogradé. Ah, notre ami Usher. Usher. Ta-na, ta-na-na-na.
Are you getting
Fiona.
closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Ça va, elle est venue.
Well,
Pas besoin de
Dr.
personne
Johnson
à
told me to
l'hôpital.
be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all. People don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day, but I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man. He has a really big house over by the lake.
Mhm.
Amazing, Zach. He must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things
Je
I
sais
like
qu'il est
best
juste
about
là
him.
quand même.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you.
Ah, voilà.
Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
Il commence à se retourner, il fait quoi? Oh là, qu'est-ce qu'il a? Usher, il est paniqué. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a, Usher? C'est bon, maintenant on sait tout.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty. Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Ah oui, c'est la
Mother?
mère. C'est-
I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
Ouais, il va falloir qu'on interroge sa mère. Pour trouver le lien, les relations. Putain, il y en a plein des gens. Bonjour. C'est quoi ce gigolo? C'est qui ce gigolo?
Hey there, FBI. I'm Keith Ingram.
Ce jeu il est trop bien. Keith Ingram, propriétaire de la supérette.
FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York. That's what everyone always calls me.
Okay, York. No problem, man.
So, Keith, I hear you run the Milk Barn convenience store.
That's right, man. Rock and roll!
Ok, ouais, calme-toi.
You sell raincoats there by any chance?
Yeah, but nobody ever buys them, though. Anyone who wears one of them, I say, just ain't a rocker. But you know, that scar of yours, now that scar rocks.
This scar rocks? Now that's a new one. I'll drop by your store soon, and let's talk then.
Yeah,
Il
cool,
ressemble à Raz.
man.
C'est
Rock
Raz.
on,
C'est Razou.
FBI!
C'est Razou. Il tient la mesure. Attention. Bonjour madame. Ah, il s'est calmé. Oh, elle est mariée? Bonjour madame.
You're Isaac and Isaiah's mother?
Yes, I'm Lily.
Ah, non, ne souriez pas madame. Lily Ingram, épouse de Case. Ah, c'est leurs enfants, ok. Qui étaient témoins.
I'm FBI Special Agent...
Agent York, right?
You are good.
The handsome special agent from the big city. The facial scar trademark. The way you introduce yourself. Everyone's talking about you.
Well, I can't say much about the scar. But the way I introduce myself, Zach and I consider it a kind of ritual of sorts.
Everyone has their own rituals. It's like always leaving the house left foot first. It's one of those things.
You certainly are a funny one.
J'ai une touche.
So, have you noticed anything strange or out of place recently?
Well, Becky's been taking a couple of days off from work, but aside from that, I heard she was in shock after the murder. But...
You think there's something else?
Well, I took the boys along to see her today. She's always so kind to them, and they love seeing her too. But she took in the boys and told me to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them. I just couldn't understand it.
Now that's interesting. Thank you, Lily.
Suspect.
Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
Si t'es sur Mozilla, il y a un problème, Noodle. Attends, je suis passé. En tout cas, il y a un souci chez moi. Ouais, tester un autre navigateur, je sais pas trop, je crois qu'il y a une mise à jour bizarre sur Mozilla, je crois qu'ils ont fait planter leur bordel. Pour les streams et tout ça. Bonjour monsieur.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan. Please, call me York.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me the gunsmith.
Ah bah c'est lui. Wesley l'armurier, je te cherchais, bordel de fion. Faut que j'achète un lance-roquette 4, c'est important pour la
Was there something you want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there can't be that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
Putain, le mec qui se travaille avec... Qu'est-ce que c'est que ça? Voilà ce que j'ai. Oh, on peut acheter direct. Vas-y, on va acheter une... Ah ça va, on peut acheter une mitraillette alors qu'on est dans un centre communautaire, y a pas de problème. Alors, des balles, ouais. Fusil de détresse, ouais. Sucette. Mais j'ai déjà la mitraillette.
You've got quite a selection here. No wonder people come from all around.
Even today, a customer paid me to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600.
Ah mais
See you
donc le
then.
soir. Ok, d'accord. Bon, on se voit surtout ce soir. Ah, demain soir ou ce soir?
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
Nick Cormack. Ah, le mec, il m'a sorti de sa cuisine la veille. Il m'a fait
I'd
castrer
like
de
to
la
ask you a
cuisine.
few questions about Anna Graham. Did you notice anything strange about her prior
Je
to
fais venir les
the
gens qui utilisent vieux. Ouais, mais elle a pas le choix, la pauvre.
Nick, are you hiding something?
No, nothing.
You're sure?
I'm sorry, but I don't like repeating myself.
Pas très causant, lui, hein. Suspect. C'est lui le meurtrier.
Can you tell me if you noticed anything strange about Anna before the incident?
Well, I'm not sure if this will be of any help, but...
Anything, no matter how small, could be of help.
Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains. Many shops do that around here, as you might have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained. And came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster. Just a criminal. Criminal I'm going to catch and bring to justice.
Ok, bah je pense qu'on a parlé à peu près. Ah non, il y a encore d'autres gens, attendez. Attendez, calmez-vous. Polly, c'est toi la meurtrière. Qui pète un câble. Toujours ton petit angle droit, à ce que je vois. Putain, c'est qui l'excité qui est derrière?
Mr. Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really? Thank you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I'm talking about back when this place was still called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play. He'd always pretend to be uninterested, but I could tell he was excited inside. He was just one of those kind of guys, really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh, well, I like so many. There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh, No, nothing. One more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
I see.
Le mec, ça lui casse les couilles, ça se voit.
Oh, I almost forgot, Mr. Morgan. We're going to have another guest
Oh.
soon. I have to get back and get things ready.
Oh, il va y
Sorry
avoir
for
une
having
nouvelle
to
personne.
hurry
On va être
away.
deux dans
I'll see you
l'hôtel. On
back
va
at the
être deux.
hotel.
Zach, I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
C'est elle la meurtrière. Mais qu'est-ce que... Qu'est-ce que vous faites, madame? Calmez-vous. Lâchez ce pot. Lâchez ce pot. J'ai dit lâchez ce pot. Attention, je vais m'énerver.
Oh my pot is getting cold.
Ah mais c'est Sigourney Weaver. Sigourney l'errante. Madame fait tout. C'est son
Hey, mister, my pot is getting cold.
You are...
Mais qu'est-ce qui se passe?
Who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney. Okay. Now, what is the matter? Can you explain?
No time for chatting. I need to hurry. My pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
Zach, we've met all sorts today, but really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
Putain, c'est qui ça? Sans déconner. Laissez-moi tranquille, madame. Waouh, oulala, attention. Ah, il y a le gym, attention. Important. Témoin important.
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their mother agrees, which is why she lets me take care of them so often.
And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home. Those rumors about that scar of yours do more damage than good around here.
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I? I have to, in order to do my job. But I understand what you mean.
I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
C'est qui la call girl là? Amazing. Ouh.
Hey, good looking. Nice speech.
Oula. Ça chauffe. Gina, lèvres roses, épouse de Jack. Ouais, c'est bon, on peut.
And you are?
Oh, I'm Gina. I'm married to Jack. He runs the gas station. Call me the Rose.
You look pretty revealing.
Oh, this old thing. Oh, you should see some of my other clothes.
Mais sans déconner!
Oh, now you are cool. That scar really is a turn-on. You should come to my station. I'll give you a little extra service.
That would be great.
Okay.
I can't believe how expensive gasoline is nowadays. Some extra service would be great. Now, about my current case. Do you have any information on Anna? Have you seen anything suspicious?
Oh, I don't know. Talk to my hubby about the difficult stuff, okay?
This is getting us nowhere, Zach.
Monsieur, je tiens à dire que votre femme est
I've nothing to say to you.
I haven't asked you anything yet, Jack.
Shut it! I might open up if you introduce me to, I don't know, a Ben Franklin or two.
Ah, le mec est intéressé, quoi.
Oh, what a creature. Guess there's always someone like him in every town.
Ok. Ah, bah on a fait le tour.
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
Enfin, ils rentrent chez eux, il y en a qui bossent quand même, j'espère, hein, genre à l'hôpital. Baking the Hall, qu'est-ce que c'est que c'est? Mais arrête. Calmez-vous, monsieur Raz. Arrêtez de taper le rythme. Et franchement, il y a des phénomènes, hein, dans cette ville, il y a des phénomènes, hein, quand même. Temps de jeu, voilà. Récompense, 260$. Oh putain, le salaire. Putain, mais le salaire, quoi, qui tombe. Putain, je voudrais bien que mon salaire, il tombe comme ça chaque jour. C'est-à-dire, je vais pouvoir acheter plus de drogue et plus de prostituées, c'est parfait. Oh, on peut avoir du chocolat, je sais pas. Faut que je trouve ça. Ah oui, il faut que j'aille manger avec la policière, exact.
Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report too.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good.
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right then, let's do that.
Jeter un œil.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
The diner? That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal. No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner, or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Go, 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 go! Attaque! Le ver légende. Le ver légendaire. Voilà. Ah bah voilà, bah cool, on est entre eux.
I've been sheriff here for a long time now.
Donc, ils peuvent pas se
And
mettre
this
à
is
4
the
sur une
worst
table.
murder I've ever seen.
Monsieur, vous avez
Our
pas
town
vraiment
is a little odd
croqué
in
dans
some
votre
ways,
hamburger.
but it's usually a
Vous avez-
peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned. The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back
Mec,
to his
c'est en train de manger
house. He
tranquille,
cleaned
hein.
the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life.
Sérieux?
To eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it. He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum. Then he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Il va les dégoûter.
Oh, man.
Il va les dégoûter
For
de la
me, he
vie.
was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing, but those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink from, too. Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims. That was a nasty one.
Thank you, Agent York. Now, let's talk
Et
about
si on
something
parlait
else.
d'autre chose?
You don't want to hear any more? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers. I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small. Crimes always have a criminal and a victim. No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town. You understand that, right?
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Regarde pas chialer là. Pas se mettre à chialer.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
Vous avez payé quand même, tu sais, avec qui se casse. C'est gratuit. Ouais, c'est la police, c'est gratuit. Ouais, c'est ça, et le mec, celle qui est là, il sait les femmes et les coups des tasses de café. Ouais, je pense qu'on se rapproche des mobiles. Il y a un problème sur le prix des mugs. Donc ils buvaient dans des crânes directement. Et apparemment les cabinets aussi. Apparemment les cabinets aussi, vu qu'ils pissaient dedans aussi. On peut faire des courses. C'est ce truc. Attendez, on peut faire des courses, c'est quoi ça? Ah sérieux, il y a des courses de voitures? LOL! Des courses à 40 miles à l'heure, attention. C'est accéléré. Oh merde! Allez. Ah bâtard! Je vais tourner. Ah c'est Noël, il y a des guirlandes. Regarde, attention, faut tourner, attention. Ah mais c'est abusé ça. Faut que j'y arrive. Ah la musique punk rock là derrière. Attends mais elle est connue. Sauf qu'il n'y a pas les paroles. D'accélération. Allez, tu peux y arriver. Voilà. J'aille où? Je traverse là? C'est pas genre Green Day. I'm again America. C'est pas ça? Ça, il y a du gros plagiat. Mais bon, quand ils n'avaient pas les droits, ils n'avaient pas les paroles. C'est des malins, hein. C'est malin ces petits japonais. Attends, mais ça s'arrête pas jusqu'à que... Jusqu'à que le timer soit fini. Ah, je comprends rien à ce mini-jeu. Bim, dans l'arbuste. On accélère. Ah. Peut-être la fin. Super. Ok, d'accord. Attention au strike quand tu chantonnes. T'imagines? Si je me fais striker, ce serait très fort. Ah, et du coup on a gagné une carte. Attention. Le high school. On est arrivé... C'est quoi le high school? C'est le lycée? High school musical. Pourquoi il m'indique encore... C'est bizarre. Ah, il te plante pas dans les arbustes. Putain, ils sont énormes ces arbustes en fait en vrai. Ils sont plus grands que moi. J'ai découvert une carte de visite du tueur. Ah ouais, c'est fermé. Putain, le jeu il prend pour un con. Ah ok, bah je lâche pas l'affaire. Attends, on va faire le tour, tu vas voir mon gars. What the fuck? Comment on rentre? Ah, attention, on y est, on y est. Je vais d'abord prendre la... Ah non, mais de l'autre côté. Ouais, je vais prendre la carte et après je vais aller là. Je sais pas ce que c'est que ce délire. Mais... Peut-être se faire un basket? Bim. Case Ingram. Ok. Et le but à la fin c'est de scorer, hein, d'avoir plus d'argent possible. Merveilleux. Hein? Quoi? J'ai pas compris. Ok, c'est tout? Bon, on va peut-être rentrer par la porte d'entrée quand même. Est-ce qu'on va être témoin d'une scène? Attention. Ah, le mec il va au bar après le dîner, ça va? On se met bien? Vous avez pu parler d'autre chose aux habitants? Le tueur à l'imperméable, ce n'est qu'une vieille légende. Ne commencez pas, Georges. Profitez de votre repas, vous irez mieux après. J'irai mieux quand on aura arrêté le meurtrier. On n'a pas déjà bouffé là? Vous ralentissez le déroulement de cette enquête. D'accord, je serai plus prudent. Calmez-vous. C'est ma vie, ne l'oubliez pas. Zach. On dirait que nous sommes devenus les ennemis du monarque. Mais non. Donc ouais, c'était bien ça, les personnages bleus c'est les flics en fait. Enfin ceux qui sont pas suspects je suppose, ils sont bleus. Ceux qui sont rouges ils doivent être bleus suspects en fait, ils doivent rester suspects. Bon, moi je sors par rapport de... Mais il est où le barman? Le barman il se touche les nouilles là, il se touche la nouille. Ah! N'inquiétez pas, je fais que passer. Ah, oh, on peut changer de vêtements. Ah, une petite boîte de Doliprane. N'inquiétez pas, je fouille. Tranquillement. Mais j'en ai que 3 de costumes, on peut pas en avoir d'autres. Je me remets en costume agent. Attention. Tu gagnes de l'argent dès que tu changes de vêtements. Ce jeu est génial. Et on se casse, on rentre à l'hôtel. Come on. Chaque fois je cherche ma bagnole. Parce qu'il y a un petit con qui s'amuse à la garer ailleurs. Si je le chope, tu vois. Tranquille. T'as le mec qui va taper son rapport avec une machine à écrire. Il est motivé.
Okay then, Zach. Let's go back over our progress. First, the victim, Anna's death. She was found hanging from a tree in the forest. She was cut open with a knife from her chest down to her stomach. That was the direct cause of death. The strangulation marks and skull fracture were caused after death. Her tongue was also bit off, and I found something inside her mouth. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Bien sûr. Genre une sucette. Un copeau de rouge. Non, une graine. Red seed.
That's right. We found the same red seed.
Ah putain, je peux niquer l'enquête. Genre, je trouve une sucette choupa choups dans sa bouche.
But traces of tears were still evident on her face. Which means the perpetrator killed Anna under a roof in the lumber mill, and then carried her body into the woods after it stopped raining. We found numerous important pieces of evidence at the site of the crime. A total of 4 things.
Knee prints in the grass. A wood chip with metal dust. A photo of a man with a tattoo on his back, and one other thing. Do you remember what that was, Zach?
Un talon cassé, hein? Le talon aiguille cassé. Une paire de menottes sadomaso. Un pérame juif. Non. Une paire de talons surtout.
That's right. A broken stiletto heel.
Il y avait une deuxième personne
Lining
féminine.
this with the other
Apparemment.
evidence suggests that
Ça peut être un homme déguisé en femme aussi.
came into contact with Anna's body prior to it being discovered by us.
Et comme par hasard, il y a celle qui tient la galerie qui était pas là.
Miss Stiletto heel.
Suspect number 1.
There's also the possibility that a third party carried Anna to the woods. That means we could be dealing with 3 people. 2 or 3 people. In any case, Miss Stiletto heel may have vital information. We need to find her next. We didn't use forensic methods, but we're still closing in on the criminal. Have I forgotten anything?
Ah, of course. The marks on her hand tell us that Anna was gripping something when she died. Do you remember that, Zach?
Oui. Médaille.
What do you think she was holding on to?
Ah ouais, une perruque. Un couteau. Non, un objet rond.
That's right. A round object.
Et ouais.
The marks on her hand suggested peace mark. The man in the photo found in the woods had a tattoo of an upside-down peace mark on his back. These 2 could well be related. But we don't know for sure.
Peut-être un objet
Next, townfolk.
donné par le tueur.
A few are worthy of special attention. Carol McLean, the singer and bar owner. She's Thomas's sister. Then there's Nick Cormack, the owner of the diner. Both of them seem to be hiding something. There's Diane, the owner of the art gallery, who's out of town. Then we have problematic, old, rich, and eccentric Harry. Both will be tough to crack. Well, we just have to go one by one. I've been thinking, one of the biggest rewards here is the fantastic food.
Eh ouais.
Enjoying food is cultural, and yet it's also a bit uncivilized. It's interesting how good food motivates me to work harder during investigations.
Ça me motive à me lever, mon gars.
And on Emily's back, it was strange to me. Hey, don't take that the wrong way, Zach. I wasn't getting all excited or anything. But it did make me feel strange. Nostalgic and sad almost.
It's starting to rain.
Il est 3h du mat, mec, va te
I
coucher.
think this case may take a while.
Emily! Lunchtime, Emily!
I'll eat later.
You'll eat right now, young lady. You need to listen to your mother.
I want to hear the rest of the story.
Eat your lunch, then take a nap. Then I'll tell you the rest.
But I want to hear it now.
There's no need to rush things. You must live your life at the pace that is right for you.
Honey! Are you coming?
Ouais, c'est lui qui raconte l'histoire. Alors on sait pas si c'est York le vieux. On sait pas si c'est quelqu'un d'autre, un autre personnage. Ou c'est Zach qui a pris le pouvoir. Sa deuxième personnalité. Oh, le beau dalmatien. Elle se ramène quand même avec la niche. Ah non, c'est la niche du mec. Attends, mais je comprends pas, c'est pas son chauffeur. Elle est venue en... Elle est venue en... Comment on va dire ça? En autostop? Elle est venue en autostop? Alors qu'elle tient une galerie, la femme? J'ai vu le bâtiment vite fait, ça a l'air énorme. Ah, épisode 1 terminé. D'accord. Je sais pas combien il y a d'épisodes. Je sens que ça va être long. Il y a l'air d'avoir beaucoup de choses qu'on peut faire dans le jeu.
Are you thirsty?
You must be very thirsty.
You only take milk with your coffee?
Coffee with milk, that's all.
Oui. Bonjour madame. Bah c'est pas elle justement la victime. Sauf qu'elle est pas blonde.
Who are you?
My name is Becky.
Becky Aim, l'ami de Dan. Ouais, c'est ça. Rodana.
What are you doing here?
My name is Becky.
Anna's friend?
My name is Becky.
Okay.
After your throat is quenched, you must do what you must do.
Take a sip of coffee and go.
Huh?
Alors qu'est-ce qu'il nous reste Attends, on va regarder là. Des cookies. Yes. Je suis blindé de choupa choupson. Ouais, toi aussi tu voudrais avoir le même salaire, Tony. C'est par jour, hein. Attention. J'ai gagné 8000 dollars en une journée déjà. Je sais pas trop ce que c'est que ces conneries, hein, les petits bonhommes. Petit bonhomme de suspect, à mon avis. On se casse. Casse-pouce. Oula. Qu'est-ce qui se passe? Je sais pas si lui, le gamin, c'est une représentation de lui-même enfant. Ou pas.
That's me.
Voilà. Oula. Que s'est-il arrivé? Qu'est-il arrivé? Que s'est-il passé?
Zach, this case looks like it's directly related to us.
Petite cigarette
I
au
do
réveil.
not know how yet. but I do know I need some coffee.
George said he'd have someone pick us up in the parking lot. Let's get some breakfast with Polly first.